For today, you are going to be completing a cut and paste activity over factoring polynomials by taking out the GCF, or the greatest common factor. So if you did not complete your assignment yesterday, you are more than welcome to complete that assignment before you complete today's assignment. However, they both need to be completed. I want to go ahead and go over today's assignment with you as a refresher from our notes from yesterday to help you complete today's assignment, as well as if you have not finished yesterday's assignment as well. So we're going to go ahead and actually start off by looking at numbers 1 and 2. So our instructions tell us to factor the GCF from each polynomial and paste the correct solution next to the polynomial. So like I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and look at numbers 1 and 2 together. So number 1, we have 16x squared plus 64x minus 8. Now, remember, when we are trying to factor out a GCF, there are two questions you ask yourself. The first question is always, what is the highest number that goes into all terms within your polynomial? Now, you can find that highest number in your head, but if you're unable to do that, remember, you can utilize your calculator. Now, whenever you have 3 terms within your polynomial, to find the greatest common factor, or the highest number, using your calculator is going to be to press menu 25. And whenever you have 3 terms, you have to press menu 25 2 times. So it's going to look something like this. So now in the innermost set of parentheses, we're going to go ahead and enter in our first 2 coefficients. So we have 16, comma, 64. Now, I still need to put the exponent, or not the exponent, I'm sorry, the coefficient, the third coefficient in this problem. So I'm going to go ahead and put comma, I'm going to close my parentheses and put comma, negative 8. Now, when I go ahead and press enter, I'm going to get back 8. So 8 is the highest number that goes into all 3 of my terms. Now, the second question that you need to ask yourself is there a common variable? So in other words, I need to know, do all 3 terms in this polynomial contain the variable x, the letter x? And the answer to that would be no. My first term has an x, my second term has an x, but my last term does not. So I cannot factor out an x, and an x cannot be part of my GCF. So in that case, 8 is my GCF. Now that I know that 8 is my GCF, I'm going to go through and I'm going to divide each term by 8. So now 16x squared divided by 8. 16 divided by 8 gives me 2, so this is 2x squared. Then I have 64x divided by 8. Well, 64 divided by 8 gives me 8. So this is plus 8x. And then negative 8 divided by 8 is going to give me a negative 1. So this is going to be minus 1. So now I want to come down to, I want to look at the page where I have the cut and paste, or the cards, and I come over, and the expression that matches that is going to be letter I. So I would go ahead and cut that out, and I would paste that on number 1. Again, this is going to be letter I. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and also look at number 2. So looking at number 2, we have 32x squared minus 24x. So again, the first question to ask yourself is, what is the highest number that goes into both terms? Now, if you don't know that answer off the top of your head, again, we can utilize the calculator. But remember, when there are 2 terms within a polynomial, you only have to press menu 25 1 time. And we're going to go ahead and enter in our coefficients, so 32, comma, negative 24. And in this case, the highest number that goes into both terms is going to be 8. Now, the second question to ask yourself is there a common variable? So when I look at both of my terms, I notice that they both contain the letter x. So here, this is going to be 8x. Now, I'm going to go ahead and divide both terms by 8x. So I have 32x squared divided by x. Remember, we are applying the quotient rule of exponents, and that tells us to divide our exponents. So 32 divided by 8 would give us 4. And then x squared divided by x, remember that rule, x squared divided by x gives us x. I'm going to drop down the minus sign, and I'm going to continue to apply the quotient rule. 24 divided by 8 is going to end up giving me 3. And then remember, x divided by x, this ends up canceling each other out. So here my final answer would be 8x times 4x minus 3. So going down to my answer choices, I'm going to see that the answer or the card that matches that is going to be D. So I would go ahead and cut that out and place that on D. Now, guys, with this being a cut and paste activity, please make sure that you're picking up your scraps, you're putting back your scissors, you're putting back your glue, and we're not leaving the classroom a mess. I hope this video helped you and it served as a refresher for you on factoring by taking out a GCF.